Well, this is definitely not how I was planning on going live, but do we have chat now? Maybe. Hello. We have chat now. Okay. At least we have chat now. At least now we have a chat. Okay. Chat is up. Great. This is as good as it's going to get for today, guys. Sorry. I know there's a way to set this to nope, not what I wanted. I know there's a way to make the chat subscriber only. No. I'm trying here, guys. Whoop. That's also not what I wanted. End up watching the replays. Well, welcome to the live. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Nope, that's not what I wanted. This is so... Nope. Hi, April. Hi, Carol. All right, well, this is going to be what it's going to be for now. Yep, that's what it's going to be. All right, what do we want to make today, guys? I think we're going to be making some turtles. I'm so overwhelmed right now. I don't even know what to make. I'm so behind. But I've got sea turtle parts right now. Oh, no, do I even have any stuffing up here? Crud. Let me ask Ben to bring me stuffing because I don't have any stuffing. 2 seconds. I don't have any stuffing. Okay. That's that. I have 4 flippers. All we need for this is a head. So let's do that first. Get this one out of the way. And then we'll move on to something else. Technology. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I don't know why my phone isn't working, but I normally go live on my phone and it wasn't allowing chat on my phone. Thank you. Wasn't allowing chat on my phone. I don't know what's going on. Been practicing crocheting and you're liking it? Yes. Bring my water? Yes, I did. Amazing. So we tried. How many patterns do I have memorized? I don't know. It was labeled for kids. It wasn't in as for kids. The chat was, it's like, because I have it labeled to go not for kids every time. I have it set for chat every time. I don't know what the deal was. I know. Hi, Debbie. Making gift baskets, nice. I don't know what the deal is. While you wait for nail clients? Yes. I mean, like, we can try it one more time if it said it was for kids, but I'm 98% sure that we had it on not for kids, but it's your birthday, happy birthday! Was it Marathon 57? Was it 57 we did? I don't even remember how many we counted to. It was nuts. You're filming your first vlog today? Awesome. Congratulations. I am making a sea turtle. If you haven't already, guys, make sure you double tap the screen and like the live. Hit that subscribe button. Already did. Thank you, April. Just like, thanks, Scarlett. You got dragged to bed. You're good. How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I thought that looked big. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, he is officially back. We getting ready for Christmas? No, we're getting ready for Thanksgiving. I don't shop at Hobby Lobby. And Bernat blanket, and when you double crochet, it has holes. Double crochet is a holier stitch. There's a lot of scammers on social media that pretend to be interested in your work, especially on Instagram and Facebook. That's why I like to sell on a platform like on Etsy or a website, because a lot of them try to sell through third-party places and they won't buy on like the actual website. I love messing with scammers. I don't like to let them waste my time. Like, "Yep, I have a website, here you go," and they're like, why can't we do business here?" I'm like, "Because I don't. Take it or leave it." If you love my content, thank you. Should you just single crochet for a blanket? I don't think that there's anything wrong with a blanket being holy, necessarily. For a haircut in time. For heat, you're about to get gotcha. Oh, man, I wish it was 96, 94. It was nice and warm out today, though. It was so nice to be home. It's a lot warmer here than what it was in New York. It was so cold in New York. Anyone have anything they're making this Thanksgiving? All my craft shows are after Thanksgiving, so I'm not making anything specifically for Thanksgiving. Fast food worker. Wasting their time. Tired and natural. Near you besides Wally World, I still wouldn't shop there. That's just my personal preference. If it was the last craft store on the planet, I would shut my business before I shopped there. At least I would try to. Would I recommend for stitches for a blanket? Granny squares. There's all different types of granny squares. There's all different things. I don't really make blankets anymore, though. Had snow all week. Oh, God. Joann's Michael's way better over Hobby. Yep. Not a fan of Hobby Lobby. There are a lot of reasons why I dislike Hobby Lobby. Hello. I end up having to order online. Yep. It gets dark at 4. I know. It's like crazy dark outside right now. Order from Premiere. Yep. When is the next market? My next show is November 30th. It has not started snowing here yet, thank God. I would cry. Feels like a Chick-fil-A reason. Along those lines, however, Chick-fil-A doesn't have a holier than thou attitude the second you walk in the store. It's along those lines. And duck pattern, thank you. Make sure you count like crazy on the duck. Count, count, count on the duck. Supposed to snow in Napa tonight or tomorrow. Oh, jeez. Never seen snow. It's on my bucket list only because I live in Australia. It doesn't snow. Oh, God. If I never saw snow again, it'd be too soon. Be too soon. I did my first show ever last Friday. It was okay. The people were nice except for one special client who wanted me to give her one of my products for free. I'm like, who? Oh, God. Ugh. Become the count. Yep. Supposed to get 12 inches here in New York where I live Thursday to Friday night. Oh, God. I think they're supposed to get snow at my parents' house, too. I left at the perfect time. Let me check, because I'm 98% sure. Oh, no, it turned to rain. Now they're getting rain. We're getting rain here, and I can already feel the headache. I live in Erie. It traumatized me. Erie what? There's a few different Eries. I just don't like the cold. I wish it would snow in Texas. Ugh. Erie, Pennsylvania. Got it. Yeah. There's just a few different Eries. I didn't know if you meant Erie, Pennsylvania. Courtney, you could have my snow. I'll take your heat because I'm cold. Though I was walking around today in just a sweater and I was fine here anyway. In New York, it was frigid. It was so cold in New York. I was like, I don't miss this. I definitely did not miss this. Lots of things in New York I miss. The cold was not one of them. Why am I not using this? That was silly. I'm like, I have my Volare right here. Why am I not using it? Silly. And I'm cold. I'm genuinely cold. Like, actually, I also have a blanket on the back of my chair. And I'm going to use it. Oh, no. Not my water. No. Hang on. I'm adjusting. Because I'm cold. This is so smart. Why didn't I do this before? I live in Delaware. Water down, water down. Okay. This is the first time I'm using the Volare in this chair. Not sure how I feel about it yet. Because it, like, with the armrests, it doesn't sit where it needs to. That's going there. I need this piece. Okay. Sorry, guys. I want my blanket to wrap around my feet. Because I am cold. Hi, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Ben's coming up. When did we get back home? We got home yesterday. And Ben got home today. Did you mess with the thermostat?
Oh, why?
Freezing.
Freezing? All right.
I am so cold.
All right. Alrighty. I'm heading out.
All right.
Love you.
Love you too.
Mwah.
Mwah. Before you go, would you do me a favor?
Maybe.
Would you grab me a snack?
Yeah, I can do that. You want a protein bar?
No, I had one today.
Or do you want that?
Do we have popcorners?
Maybe.
All right, sorry guys. The blanket is adorable. Thank you. Hi guys. Hello, 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 hello. We live in Nebraska and we not only get snow, it's freezing rain. Ugh. Cold makes everything. Yeah. I got you hooked on popcorners. Yeah, popcorners are the best. Did we have them? Yes. Thank you.
Welcome. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, yeah. Amazing. Really, girl? What are you doing? It is a turtle. I don't have a tutorial yet. That is my plan for January. The Discord fee is fixed. Yes, Discord is fixed. Discord is all set up and working. Suspense turtle. Yep, Ruthie's here too. We're all home. Thank goodness. We're also all exhausted. It has just been such a stressful past like 3 months that like we got home finally and like the exhaustion just hit like a truck. I don't know if that makes sense. That's what it feels like. I'm just so tired. It was nice to see the yarn wall again, isn't it? I've just been so exhausted. Like, my plan was to get home and finish editing the video and get it up. I've been wiped. Like, so exhausted. I don't know. Regular white cheddar, white cheddar. Always white cheddar. Why do something regular when you can make it better with cheese? The answer is always white cheddar. So, I don't know how long I'm going to stay live for tonight because, again, I'm so exhausted. Using this beautiful yarn wall, yeah. And Ben swapped out the light in my room for me today, so we actually have like a decent light in here now. My favorite snack except popcorners. There's a white cheddar puff, cheese puff from Wegmans. That's like my other favorite chip. Or Cheetos. I like Cheetos. What about candy? I don't really love candy. I'm not supposed to eat sugar. I loved Hershey's came out with a brand called Lily's. That was a sugar-free candy that I really liked, but then they discontinued it. So, because That's just the story of my life. Discontinued yarn, discontinued candy. Anything I fall in love with, they discontinue, so. I have like 20 items. Yeah, I have a market and I'm not ready for it. I'm just so far behind and I just can't even. I don't even know what I'm going to do right now. Lily still exists. Well, Hershey's Chocolate World itself told me that Lily's is discontinued, period. So it's not going to for much longer. Try as a blanket. Yes. I had so much discontinued yarn. I spent so much on it. Yes. I went to a local craft store today. I saw that. I saw a floor lamp at Crochet by Jenna has that looks like really awesome. It's a disc shape. Super bright. Ooh. Back on a mosaic crochet blanket. Nice. What hook letter am I using? Letters vary by brand. I'm using a 6mm. Have I seen Kelsey's new video yet? I have not. Again, today has been a crazy busy day. I had to go pick Ben up from work today because he came in via boat. So it's been a crazy day. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. I don't want to work right now. I'm so. I haven't been in a funk this bad about crochet in a long time. It's so hard to motivate myself right now. I'm like, I could knitting machine, like that's not so bad, but I'm like, I have so many ear warmers right now. I just don't want. I think my problem is I have so much yarn that I know I need to crochet through that it's so overwhelming. I don't want to do it. Do I have any tips on market prep? Like what? Have I been to the yarn Maven in Smyrna? I have not. I don't even know where Smyrna is. Internet crash and I have 20 minutes left at work. Ugh. And you're crying on the inside. Ugh. And I know I need to make things. I don't have a ton of seahorses. I don't have a ton of axolotls. I don't have a ton of turtles. I'm just so unmotivated right now. Things to make, how much to make? You can't sell what you don't make. Things to make, you can make whatever you want to make. Um, my patterns sell well for me. It really kind of depends on what you want to do. Like there's so many different ways to market prep, or you could just procrastinate the way that I'm doing right now, you know? It's really up to you. I'm so out of it. Like, I can't tell you what to make for your show, you know what I mean? I don't know what show it is, I don't know what your how much you wanna have, I don't know what your goals are, I don't know how much you paid for your show. Um, there's a lot that goes into it. I have a craft fair helper membership if we wanna go into more details about craft show help, but just going into it in basic terms, like, it's kinda hard. I know, I like to wait to stuff until the very last minute. Crocheting a Grinch. Do you love it so far? I don't like to do copyrighted characters. I think it's too dangerous. It's been flickering all day. I decided that it was done today. Look, the blonde is back. Hello. Raquel, just so you know, my name has an H at the end of it. Blonde is back. The internet says no work for me. Yeah, that's kind of, I'm just like, I'm so out of it today. So you're autocorrect. You're good. You're good. Do any of the colors on the wall interest you for your wolf? I was thinking this one. There's green and blue and purple and white in it. Hello, hello. All right, I think after this turtle, I can't make turtles anymore because I'm too tired to make turtles. So we're gonna need to do something else after this turtle. The solids gains never move because I don't like using solids. The one I pointed to looks really good. This one. Stay. That's the one I was thinking of. When you said all the colors, this is the color that came to mind. This was the color I was thinking of. Yeah, that one's perfect. Perfect. Love that. Posy purple. Yep. Seahorse. Yeah, I think we might do a seahorse. I don't know what we're going to do next. My brain needs to work, I guess. I need to do something more challenging than closing up sea turtles. I don't know yet. What would you use the solids for? It's just, well, aesthetics. I don't know what I'd use the solids for. I don't really use a lot of solids. That's kind of the problem right now. What's my favorite color to crochet with? I don't like picking favorites of anything. Ever. Ever. Well, if you fall in love with a solid, perhaps you'll discontinue it, right? That would be my luck. My rubber duck. Yeah, I use the yellow for rubber ducks. So let's go through this here. Red for crabs. Orange, I don't really use much of. Yellow for rubber ducks. Green for frogs. Blue, I don't ever use. Purple for sea turtle bodies. Pink for sea turtle bodies. That's what I use them for. Do I have a top 5? No. Use solid for spots. Yep. Oh, rubber duck next. Rubber duck is too much counting, and then I'm not gonna respond to chat, and then you guys get mad at me. Ducks are fiddly little devils, yeah, because there's a lot of counting. It would be amazing if you made a sea turtle in the theme of a night sky. What, this one? With, like, a darker blue? I'm, like, falling asleep, guys. This is terrible. I need a nap. Sea flip-flaps, seahorses, turtles, and pigs aren't as fiddly. Yes, basically, which is why we do those on live. Those are mainly the things we make on live because I don't have to look at a pattern for them. The darker one, ah. Guys, I really don't think I have the brain for a duck right now. I love you all. Duck, not happening. Duck, definitely not happening tonight. Another day, maybe. Right now, where my brain's at, definitely not. My brain is sleeping. It's sleeping. We're, like, really sleeping today. I'm so sleepy. Shoo sleepy. Yeah, maybe I have a half done gingerbread man sitting right here. Maybe we'll finish up my gingerbread man from another live. I don't know when that live was. Okay. Okay. Did you find a purpose for the yarns you put on Instagram asking for ideas? Nope. Of course not. Some of them I have some ideas for, others are just still sitting on the shelf. I also haven't been home, so they're kind of just sitting there. I reorganized that corner, though. It looks a lot better. That might be a Vlogmas project, going through those. We'll see. We'll see. That's not a today problem. Low-key want a crochet body pillow in that color. Did I ever finish unloading all that yarn from your car? What? What yarn from my car? What's the pink and white yarn? What? The weather coming in here. Maybe that's what's making me so tired because I can feel a headache coming on too. So maybe it's the headache with the pressure change that's making me so sleepy. And all the exhaustion is just hitting me from everything that we've been going through. And more shit's going on too. Because nothing's ever simple. I got a letter in the mail saying they wanted to reassess the value of my home for tax purposes because our houses haven't been appraised for taxes since the 80s. And they're trying to say that my house's value has increased 500% and is 100,000. It's valued at $100,000 more than what I paid for it 2 years ago. I'm like, no, I don't think so. So now I have to deal with real estate attorneys and appeal process and all this stuff because of taxes. I'm like, I'm sick of adulting. Can I get a juice box and some crayons? Had enough fun. I don't want to adult anymore. I'm done. I'm done. Life has been dumping a truck full of lemons on my doorstep. I really can't catch a break. Because apparently what happened with all this stuff is, like, apparently our taxes, because they hadn't been assessing the value of our homes, they've just been putting it into some formula to calculate our taxes. So it's really not raising 500%. It could potentially be lowering it, but the value of my home has not gone up that much in 2 years. I'm like, there's no way. Yeah, are they including the value of all my yarn, right? I'm like, are they out of their minds? $100,000 in 2 years? Like, what? So I'm just like, I think this is why I had to call a real estate attorney today, and I had to call this, and I had to call that, and then tomorrow I have to call and file an appeal, and I'm like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Houses do get appraised before they go on the market, but they haven't been using those numbers for taxes. Because I don't know why. It doesn't make any sense. I'll buy you a coloring book and twistable crayons so my husband doesn't try to eat them before they get. I'm just like, first I need a new gas lines drilled. Then my husband's been deployed for 2 months. It feels like it's been longer than that. Then now I have to deal with taxes. I'm like, can we not? I need a nap. I called my lawyer that I used to close on the house, and I was like, hey, what the heck? And I'm like, do I need to hire you? Like, what do I do? And they're like, we don't know yet. And they're like, I was like, that's great. What do you mean you don't know yet? We're like, we're learning about all this just at the same time you are. We're not sure yet. What? I'm like, I have a headache. And we have 14 days to appeal. And then there's hearings in March, apparently. And like all this, I'm like, what? I have such a headache from all this nonsense. Hello, welcome to the shit show. I'm just like, really? Like, what? What is happening? What? I called my friend. I called my neighbor first. And he's like, I was like, hey, is this a real thing? He's like, oh, yeah, no, they're doing this county-wide. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, at least this isn't a fake piece of paper. This is an actual legit piece of paper. Was like, not for nothing. I'm still generally new to the area, right? I don't know if, like, all this stuff's real or not, and I'm not, like, in on, like, the council and the board and, like, the Delaware news. I don't give a shit. I don't care. So half these things, I don't know if they're real or if they're fake. No, apparently this is a real thing. I was like, that was my first issue. I was like, okay, cool. This is a real thing. Great. Now that I know this is real, I then called my best friend and I was like, hey, did you get this? She goes, oh, yeah, I don't know. I'm like, shall. So then I talked to my realtor. I ended up, I had to go look at a house with her today. Newcastle County would look at any excuse to reach further into your pocket. Well, apparently they can't because my realtor said that the taxes, but by doing this, taxes can't, like, they can't gain more money from taxes from this up to a certain percent. So a lot of people's taxes from this new crap that they're doing are actually going to go down. I was like, what? I'm so, and they don't explain on this piece of paper like what they're actually doing and how they've done it in the past and how all these things have been working. It just says on the paper to panic you, hey, your taxes are going up 511%. What? It was one page. It was one page and it says your taxes are going up 500%. I said, your taxes are going up what? They don't explain that your taxes aren't going up 500%. And it also says we can't tell you what your taxes are going to be based off of this new assessed value. But it's not, because they've been putting it into a formula, which was the illegal part, which is why they're reassessing the value. Like, the way that they explain all of it was so poorly done. It's nuts. And thank God my realtor explained it to me like I was 5. Because I was like, what the heck do you mean, Steph? What are you talking about? She was like, well, that's not exactly what's happening. I'm like, cool. Can you explain this to me then? Because I don't know what's happening. She's like, well, your taxes aren't going up 500%. This is what's actually happening. And I'm like, thank you, Jesus, for explaining this to me, because I was so confused. All right. Well, I think we're making pink turtle parts because this is happening. Speaking of contracts and things, I have a contract over there I need to sign for next year. That's something I need to do. Okay. For an event in Newcastle County next year. Jeez, man, my goodness. Yeah, I'm like crazy, crazy, crazy. All of it was crazy nuts. But I'm going to appeal mine because $100,000 over what my house appraised for 2 years ago. I don't think so. I know property values are going up like crazy right now, but not that much. I don't think so. Oh, I was panicked. I was panicking. I was like, absolutely not. I was in full-blown panic. I called my mom. I called my mom, and my mom's a lawyer. And immediately she went into lawyer mode, which when my mom goes into lawyer mode, it's one of my favorite things on the planet. I love my mom. She's like, "Well, the first thing you need to do, you need to speak to your attorney who closed on your house, and you need to retain counsel, and you need to do this, and you need to get their opinion on what you need to do, and you need to get a copy of your appraisal report from 2 years ago. Can you get a copy of your appraisal report? Go back and check in your email and see if you have it. Do you have your appraisal report? You need to get your appraisal report." Like, she went into full blown lawyer mode. Like, it was beautiful. I was like, God, I love my mom. I love it when she goes full-blown lawyer. And then you need to ask them this, and if there's a process for doing this, and if there is, then you can maybe do this, this, or this. And if there's not, then maybe you could do this, 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 or this. And I'm like, thank God, my mother. God bless my mother. Be glad she's a lawyer and not a therapist. But that would have been great too. Oh man. Oh man. I love my home, but I hate owning a home. HOA has doubled taxes, damn near doubled. It's too much. Yeah, that's why we specifically bought a house that didn't have an HOA. I was like, absolutely not. That was on my list of things that I was like, absolutely not. Did you install a sauna and gold-plated pipes? No, please. No. What did I do? What have I done to this house since I bought it? They decided to put in new gas lines last week. No, 3 weeks ago. They put in new gas lines. What else have we done to the house? Oh, we put in new heat because I needed to get rid of the oil tank because the oil tank was leaking. Installed all that yarn, right? They're counting for all of the yarn. That's what it is. They're accounting for all of the yarn. Um, an ad just popped up and I missed half of whatever you just said. Oh, I don't know what I just said. I've said a lot of things. My mom went into lawyer mode. Did you hear that? Is my house big? No. My house is tiny and I live in a city. There's 100K. Yep, it's all the yarn. Definitely not. Appraisals are far different than a tax assessment. No. The tax assessment is supposed to go based off of your home value for appraisal. It goes off of what your house is worth, which is an appraisal. And this tax assessment is coming from some technology company, this third-party technology company. And what they said is, if you don't agree with this tax assessment, we'll send out an appraiser. What? A tax assessment is based off of your home's value, which is an appraisal. That's how that works. At least in the United States. I don't know where you are. Bet you're happy Ben's home. I'm very happy Ben's home and I'm not dealing with this by myself. Sweet love my videos. Thank you. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with senators getting paid off. There was a lawsuit. There was a lawsuit that happened because so what happened is the last time that the tax assessment happened was back in the 80s. And so like my home's value before this was being assessed at $48,000. And so what happened is you can have 3 houses on the same street. Now granted, I live in the city, not in the suburbs, right? And so say there's 3 houses on the same street. And all those 3 houses were being assessed based off of the $48,000 from the 80s. But one of those houses was knocked down and completely rebuilt. One of those houses is exactly the same and it's had no renovations. And then the third house has 3 additions put on it. Well, those houses are all being assessed in the same calculation that they're doing for taxes, and they're all being assessed at the same value. So that's where this lawsuit happened, that they're saying them and all of their neighbors are being taxed at the same tax bracket when they have 3 different size houses because they're not assessing the properties properly based off of an appraisal. But they're still not doing that. Yes, they use AI to determine. Yeah, exactly. Because of their parcel size. Yep. So that is how all of this has happened. It's supposed to snow where you are, yeah. Yep. Yep. Like I said, my realtor explained this to me today like I was 5 years old, and I was like, "Thank you for actually explaining this to me." Because I was losing my mind. I was losing my mind. I called her this morning, and I was like, "Stephanie, I'm having a panic attack here. My taxes are about to raise 511%." "What?" And she's like, "No, that's not what's happening." I was like, "Okay, what's happening? And how did this happen? What's going on? Please, for the love of God." Because this letter didn't explain any of it. It just says, "Your previous home's value was this. This is your current home's value. Oh, and by the way, we can't tell you what your new taxes are going to be based off of this because we're a third-party company." God, so stupid. So stupid. And again, it looked fake. It looked so fake. I have a centro question. It's skipping like 2 stitches each round, but it goes around, it grabs like it should. Any ideas? It just started, but it did the same thing last night. Is it on the exact same 2 stitches? And it's skipping, not okay, this is where verbiage becomes important here. Is it tucking or is it dropping? Skipping isn't a thing. Is it tucking the stitch or is it dropping the stitch? Yes, what? And the yarn does not go in the hook part? What? It's a longer section of yarn not stitched. Yes, the same spot. Hmm. I'm wondering if you have an issue starting. Make sure you're going every other the entire way around. Because if you go every stitch, it's not going to have anything to pick up. So you have to make sure you're going very carefully every other stitch. And there isn't any point where it goes every single stitch. It's snowing in Minneapolis, and starting to stick. Oh, in the hook that is in the centro. Is your yarn too big? Gosh, I'm so not ready for snow. Red Heart Super Saver and the Centro don't go together. Red Heart Super Saver breaks my machines. Hope you got some rest. Thank you. I use this thin yarn as well as it doesn't work because you probably broke the machine with the Red Heart Super Saver. My machines break after I use Red Heart Super Saver, so can't help you there. If I have to frog bag my sparkly purple gnome, I don't have enough yarn to do the hat. The body of the same yarn. Oh no! Could you do the body in a different color? Use Premier Yarn Eversoft for the first time in my... And you were right, it goes through like butter. I told you it goes through like butter. It goes through that machine like butter. I don't mind Red Heart, like crocheting with Red Heart Super Saver. The machines just don't like Red Heart Super Saver. Do I do 6 or 8? Most of the time I do 6, unless I do 8, unless I do 4. They call it a reevaluation for what? Taxes? Two seconds, guys. I need to count this and make sure that we are at the correct number. Okay. You've had it since last Christmas? Yeah. I'm almost through the yarn that I bought last Black Friday. So I'm really happy about that, which is really good. I'm slowly, like, really getting through my knitting machine yarn. I'm really happy about that. I have a lot of stuff in here that I just want to, like, work through. Like, my plans for the new year, I really wanna get through all of the wound skeins that are in here. Like, all the ones that are up at the top over there, I wanna get through those. I want those to be gone. My main goal is I want to stop having yarn downstairs. Thank you. Um, And I'd like to get a good chunk of the yarn out of the other room. I don't know what I wanna do with the other room yet, but I don't love it the way that it is. I don't know how I want this room even to be set up either. But I want some things to change, and I just know that much. So I wanna work on that. Till 1 AM and made 10 seahorses and 5 pigs. Yes! Thank you. Out of sight, out of mind. I've done that. It doesn't help. Trust me. That's how I hide mine from my husband. I just wanna make this room better. I don't know. I don't even know if that makes sense. Did I watch Cobra Kai yet? No. Ben just got back today, and I've been exhausted all day. So we did not watch Cobra Kai yet. And 2 frogs? Yes. This evening. So now it's the perfect time to sew them. Yes. I'm your favorite crocheter. Thank you. I want my room to be a place to sit and want to and not look like a mess. I agree. Because of your yarn wall. You're safe at home, Ben, too. Thank you. Yeah, I just like I'm going for the Joanne yarn wall aesthetic. I love it. I want to start working through the discontinued stuff. I've been like holding on to it, afraid to use it, and I'm over it. I'm done with it. I've had enough. I'm done. I'm done. I'm just done. My room is neat. Oh, I'm so glad you think so. I'm so glad you think so. There's boxes on boxes of stuff in here right now. Right. It's very overwhelming in here. And I don't know. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna figure it out one day at a time. But yep. Hello. Oop, I dropped a stitch. My bad. I gotta undo it. I want a comfy chair. I also want a better desk chair. Like I said, I don't know what this room is going to turn into. We're gonna change things. Because I have to. So, I don't know yet. We shall see. Hi, Kevin. And fingerless gloves, yeah. No, the Volari's a must. Now that I have it, I can't crochet without it. Love to watch my vlogs. Thank you. We're gonna get ready for Vlogmas. Vlogmas is coming. Vlog a day to Christmas. From Denver, Colorado. Hello, hello. We're gearing up for it. We're gonna do it. I've also got some things that are just like sitting in timeout that I really could just like work through. Like I've got 2 cows sitting in a timeout bin. Those we could just work through. I have a sweater sitting in timeout. I've got 2 bins over there that are unlabeled. That's never a good thing. I have a lot of velvet over in like that general vicinity. It needs to get worked through. We have a lot of yarn that needs to get worked through, and I feel like I haven't been crocheting as much recently. Because I haven't been home. Hello, hello. I'm so glad that you have lives. When I'm awake in Australia, we miss most of the content because we're asleep. I'm not a 1 a.m. in the morning person. I feel you. I think Ruthie left me and is on the couch downstairs. How selfish of her, right? You just ran out of stuffing. No. How long does it take to make your gingerbread? It takes about an hour for me anyway. A little bit longer while I'm live. Biggest thing I've made is a queen size blanket. King size blanket. Not queen, king. Give me the white. That'll probably be a video next year at some point. I never tucked in the ends on that blanket. Fun fact. So we might do that next year. Maybe. I think that could be fun. It is on my website. It's also a tutorial on my channel. So mine were gonna be bad. Yeah. You need to teach Ben how to weave in the ends, right? No, I'm actually gonna have Ben on a knitting machine this next week and a half. I told him for the month of December, I'm gonna stick him on a knitting machine. That we refused to do it, he would do it too. Oh, yeah, he absolutely would. It's a family business. It is. Does he get to choose the yarn colors? No. Do we get to see him doing it? Maybe. Do I make hats on my knitting machine? Sometimes. The bigger one. Sometimes. I have a whole bunch of hats that need pom-poms. I think that might be the first day of Vlogmas is getting pom-poms on all of my hats. I have a lot of hats that need pom-poms, and I don't wanna do it. I don't wanna do it. All those hats that I made in April, yeah, none of them got pom-poms. I told my husband that somebody bought yarn for them for Christmas. He asked if they bought it. Biggest plushie I ever made? I used to make giant cows. I don't really make them much anymore. Like giant $250 cows. They were giant. They were giant cows. You just made your first hippo? Yes. Yes, hippo. Making Christmas tags? Awesome, Kevin. Your market's coming up soon, isn't it? It's this week or next week? It did not go well. It can only get better. This weekend? Yes. Guys, I think I'm gonna get rid of the pool noodles that I have up here. I think I'm actually gonna just get rid of them. Your gingerbread pattern, thank you. What is my plan for Thanksgiving? I can't talk about Thanksgiving yet. How can you notice that you drop a stitch when you crochet? I can tell. The average person probably can't. And next weekend as well? Yes, Kevin. Hi, Aaliyah. Because I'm very talented. Thank you, Courtney. Aaliyah, we missed you. I'm starting to feel a little bit more awake, guys. You missed the new saga, Aaliyah. Because my life is never boring. Guys, make sure you double tap that screen and like the live. There's 140 of you in here, and there are 70 likes. That math. The math don't add up like my taxes. Like the appraised value of my house and the actual value that the appraisal came in 2 years ago. It doesn't add up. Is there a saga? There's always a saga with me, don't you know? Width is smaller, or is there a hole that doesn't match with the others? What? How much settling do you think stuffing does? About a third over time? A lot more than a third over time. That's why when you buy a stuffed animal at the grocery store and in a week it's limp. After it was nice and fluffy. That's why I don't believe in overstuffing. Some people do. I don't. My husband, someone asked if you were okay. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. It's why you stuff till your heart tells you. Do the ancestors tell you to stop? I'll be lurking. Okay. I stuff till I can't stuff, then stuff a little more. Exactly. I told him he was talking about the home taxes. Yep, we're fine. She's fine. In fact, not fine. She was, in fact, not fine. What are you talking about? The voice didn't get squeaky. It's fine. I'm fine. Buying a house is great. I'm a homeowner. I'm so happy. I'm an adult. All right, let's go, my musical theater people. Ready? We're so happy, you're so happy. Just as long as you stay happy, we'll stay happy. In that horrible, horrible key. Anyone who knows it? No one's gonna know it. Nope. Anyone? Really? No one. It's the second act of a musical, the opening number of a second act of a musical. Are you gonna take my Rambo card away? I never thought I'd love a prince. I never thought I could be so happy. It was two stepsisters. No. Into the Woods. Thank you. That was the two stepsisters and Into the Woods to Cinderella. Happy now, happy hence, happy ever after. We're so happy, you're so happy. Just as long as you stay happy, we'll stay happy. It's terrible. They couldn't remember the name of the freaking musical. I think beautifully, thank you. Here we go, stuffing for the ancestors, basically. That's going to be playing on a repeat in my head forever now. Thank you, everybody. Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to, though. Into the woods. Telling where, be ready for the journey. Into the woods to grandmother's house. Into the woods to grandmother's house. The way is dark, the path is clear. Da, 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 da. The woods are just trees, the trees are just woods. But every da 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 da. Into the woods, it's time to go. I hate to leave, I have to, though. Oh, please, I had to listen on my drive here. Ollie, this is all your fault. I hope you're still here. I had to listen to the entire Heather's soundtrack twice. And then I listened to the entire Waitress soundtrack. Courtney, we need to stop asking if we're ready for shows because there will always be more that we can make for shows. Monsters show for little monsters. Book of Mormon does that to me. Book of Mormon is such a good show. I haven't listened to that show in a long time. Ah, no! My gingerbread man. And then if I had more time on my trip or if I hit more traffic, I was going to listen to Chceck. Because Chceck, the musical, is so underrated. How many armors did we make on my long live the other day? We did 50 something. Ta-da. Steak. Yes. We have not eaten dinner yet, no. We're going to eat dinner when Ben gets home. Okay. Gingerbread man is done. Okay. I want to use up some of this pink because it's kind of just a mess. Very nice, very cute. Yes. You're back. You had to start dinner. Yep. Yep. Welcome back. Looks amazing. Thank you. He just needs buttons and a face. Another 5 hours. We had work to do. It made packing so much better. $50-something, she says casually. We used up a lot of yarn. It was good. Ingredients at the store today? No. Now we need to get the yarn well halfway done, right? Sugar. 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 Butter. Sugar. Butter. Flour. I don't doubt it, but there's not enough coffee in the world that would get me awake. My hands pluck the things I know that I need. Grab the sugar and butter from the pantry. I'll add the flour to begin, but I am hoping to start and then it's down with the recipe and bake from the heart. Sugar and butter and flour and mother What's inside? Everyone wants to know what's inside. God, don't get me started, okay? Oh no, chat's blurry. Anyone have any chives of bacon they can send through the screen? Listening to music on live. I do. I wish we could listen to music on lives. That's the one downfall to being live on YouTube, is that we can't listen to music. My fridge is broken. The milk's I did the live without caffeine. How did you do that, Aaliyah? Went to a new Joann's and they had way too much baked twist value scans. Damage was done. Yes. Day starts like the rest we've seen. Another carbon copy of an old routine. It feels so good to be home. I am just exhausted. I'm so beat. Days keep coming, one out, one in. They keep coming. Make that coffee strong enough to chew. I am making sea turtle parts. Don't know what I wish I had, but there's no time now for thinking things like that. We got too much to do. Too much to do. All these same things. We're always opening up. Letting the day in. Over a cup, we'll say hello. How you been? Can Sarah Bareilles write another musical, please? Please? Looking around, seeing the same things every day brings. Hello, how you been? Thank you, come again. Thought she was busy with that TV show. She's working on a TV show? What TV show is she writing? Some things never change. Some things never change. I'm sitting in the worst possible position, hunched over to try to be singing in. Les Mis on Saturday for other. Are you seeing Les Mis on Saturday? We had this conversation. I don't like Les Mis. Girls 5 Eva. Is it a musical? I'll watch it if she wrote it. I don't care. What are we gonna eat for dinner? I don't know. Whatever Ben cooks me. You were gonna make a load of baked potatoes. Yum. DoorDash it. DoorDash what you need. You don't need chives. You do need bacon. White Christmas is next weekend. Yes. I am a Les Mis Phantom of the Opera hater. Oops. Too rural. She writes all the music. Ooh. Why am I singing? Why are you not singing? Because I'm bored. Why not? This is my life. I can do whatever I want. I can crochet. I can sing. I can speak. I think Little Mermaid is a weekend after that. Fun. I think steak, something smells of it. Ooh. Because crying on the live is Trisha's thing. Who's that? Singing is fun. Singing is fun. Why are you not singing? Why are you judging? Trisha Paytas. Okay, I guess crying is her thing if two people guess that. You have sausage. Sausage does not substitute bacon. I refuse. No. I am crocheting sea turtle parts. It's better than yelling about proper Texas. I have lived here for 4 years now, and I still have not tried Scrapple, and I probably never will. I have zero desire to try Scrapple. It does not look exciting or fun or appetizing in the slightest. No thanks. Absolutely not. It contains everything but the oink. It's better than yelling about property taxes. Have I ever ordered from Hobby? I have not. Hobby, Hobby, Hebe, Hobby, Doobie. Nope. Not with that attitude, you won't. What attitude are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. What? What attitude would you be referring to? Whatever could you mean? What? What? Whatever do you mean? Gray block of meat. It's disgusting. It looks so gross. Have I ever seen a Disney Broadway show? I have seen many, and I don't wish to do it again. What is Scrabble? It's a gray block of meat. I had it when I was a child. Ew, I'm obsessed with all the value colors, so I plan to make granny squares with all of them. Fun! Everything but the oink made into a loaf. Yep, sounds disgusting. Found someone who's like me and is not a fan of Les Mis. Cats is my all-time favorite, with Rent is a close second. I know of Cats. I don't think I've ever seen Cats because I refused to see the movie. I like your sassy attitude. Thank you. I refused to go see the movie, whatever the heck that was, a few years ago. Tick tick boom. Ben and I fight. Cats is fine. There's better shows out there. Rent is fine. There's better shows out there. Rent is good. There's better shows out there. I used to love Rent until I was introduced to other things. I like your sassy attitude. Thank you. Googling. Okay, yeah, no. You can stand the side of a tube of bologna. Yeah, no. Therapeutic. What type of yarn do I use? Blanket yarn or Sweet Snuggles. I like some of the music in Cats. Like, I love the idea of Cats. I love the idea of old Cats on Broadway. I love the idea of Cats where they had to go to cat school to learn how to be a cat. Like, I love the idea and the concept of Cats. Like the Jellicle Ball, the Jellicle Cats, and I love the idea. Grisabella and all. Like, I love. Her song is gorgeous, okay? But like, again, Cats. I don't know. I'm also not a cat person. So like it's an interesting. I'd love to see it go back to Broadway and what they could do with it now. I don't know. I think we need to wait another 10 years for a revival, maybe 20. It's actually not that bad. It tastes good if it's cooked properly, and by cooked properly, I mean throw it out and replace with bacon or sausage. 525,600 minutes. Yes. Back alive. Welcome. Andrew Lloyd Webber, I think, is the writer. Of cats? I believe that that's correct. I believe that's correct. Use Hobie Toucan, yeah. Yeah. Would it be more appealing to you if it was dogs and not cats? The movie sucks. The movie I refused to go see the movie. I honestly again, guys, I don't know if I'm going to go see Wicked yet. I'm still unsure. Absolutely dogs. I love that. Kyle, I love that so much. I'm still so unsure about Wicked, guys. I still don't know. You did not see it on Broadway a few years ago because it closed on Broadway, like, more than 10 years ago. That was not a few years ago. Well, they made it 2 parts because they extended act 1 and made it 2.5 hours. I don't know what the hell they added, which bothers me. So it's oh, is that the Opium? Okay, so that's not Broadway. Um so it wasn't on Broadway. You're good. You're so good. You're so good. You're so good. We wanna call it Wicked on Wicked the movie based on the Broadway show, but we're changing it. And that's my biggest pet peeve, okay? Unless you're gonna change something to be like Hairspray, where we're gonna add a Link Larkin song and make it better, which I doubt you're gonna do with Wicked. What are you adding to make it 2.5 hours long? I don't know. I'm also really, really mad that we made us wait. They made us wait 3 we've been talking about this movie for 3 years. For those of us in the Broadway world, we've been talking about this movie. Those of us who have known that Steven Schwartz put this movie off for so many freaking years. We've been talking about this movie for 3 years. Okay? They could have released the movie the same day the Broadway show opened on October 30th, which would have been my birthday, but that's besides the point. And they didn't. Why is it opening right before Christmas and they have to have the CD compete with Christmas music? It makes no sense. It's a movie about witches. Why is it not a Halloween movie? Makes me mad. It's a movie about witches. I'm trying my best not to order any yarn on Black Friday. Stream it and watch it at home. I don't know if I'm so honestly though, the clip that I saw or that I heard, 3 things. I heard Ariana singing Popular. And I was actually impressed, which I did not think I was going to be. Then they did a thing, Wicked released a thing where they did like her singing it with the words popping up on the screen, and Wicked released the wrong words. And Ariana Grande corrected them in the comments. And I was like, hell yeah. So, on that note, there are a ton of Oz books, but I thought they were going off the book Wicked. Have you read the book Wicked? Boring as fuck. The book is dry. And also morbid and terrible. Why would they change it? Why would they do that? That's what I'm like, it's terrible. The book is horrible. But so the Wicked movie, they put up a thing. It goes, I'll teach you the proper ploys when you talk to boys, little ways to flirt and flounce. Oh, okay. They put it as, I'll teach you the proper poise when you talk to boys. The word is ploys. I'll teach you the proper ploys. And Wicked, like the movie, put it out and did it wrong. But Ariana actually corrected them in the comments. And I was like, oh, okay. But the Wicked movie put that out. I hope someone got fired for that shit. Because that I was like, what? They had to put the wrong hyperlink on the dolls. I thought that was hysterical. I thought that was hysterical. I almost went and bought one of those dolls because I thought it was so funny. I thought that was hysterical. I thought that was so freaking funny. The movie used the proper poise. The lyric is, I'll teach you the proper ploys when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and flounce. I'll teach you the proper poise when you talk to boys. That makes no sense. I'll teach you the proper ploys when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and flounce. Oh! I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair, everything that really counts to be popular. And the internet's like, let's ask Kristen Chenoweth. And I'm like, how about you check the score? The pastel rainbow yarn in the back. This which one? There's a lot of them. This is why I don't talk a lot about Broadway on here. I have very strong opinions about it. Yes, your Broadway CD has the right words. So does Ariana says the right words too. Wicked put up a little stupid like sing along and it was wrong. I'm ready for your dogs now. Puppies. Whenever I meet someone less fortunate than I, and let's face it, who isn't less fortunate than I, my tender heart tends to start to bleed. And when someone needs a makeover, I simply have to take over. I know exactly what they need. And even in your case, though it's the toughest case I've yet to face, don't worry, I'm determined to succeed. Follow my lead, and yes, indeed, you will be popular. You're gonna be popular. I'll teach you the proper ploys when you talk to boys. Little ways to flirt and flounce. Oh, I'll show you what shoes to wear, how to fix your hair. Everything that really counts to be popular. I know about popular. I'll teach you the right cohorts. You'll be good at sports. Know the slang you've got to know. So let's start, because you've got an awfully long way to go. Don't be offended by my frank analysis. Think of it as personality dialysis. Now that I've chosen to become a palaceist or an advisor, there's nobody wiser. Not when it comes to popular. Opinions on Once Upon This Island, or Once on This Island. I will give credit where credit is due for anything that can do a show at Circle in the Square. As for the show itself, I don't really know the show well, but anything that can do a show in the round is incredible. Smile, yes, I've seen Smile. Smile's a good show. Hello. Do I like scary movies? I do not like scary movies. Do I dare bring up Hadestown? I've honestly never listened to Hadestown. If I'm being fully honest. There was a lot of hype around it, and shows that get a lot of hype out the gate, I'm very what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not into it. Until they deserve their hype. Like, Hadestown won a crap ton of Tonys that year, but there was no competition for them, really. There was nothing new, there was nothing else. I mean, I know the title song, but other than that, I'm kinda like I wasn't overly yeah, a skeptic, there we go, thank you. Pirates of Penzance is a Broadway show, yes. It was technically an opera. Most of the silent tour was enjoyable, yeah. Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. I don't know it well. What is the best Broadway show that I have seen? To go so sorry, don't apologize. Um best Broadway show I've seen. That's hard. Are we talking musical or play? You enjoyed it in March? Yeah. I've never seen it. You're welcome. I'm a skeptic, yeah. I also don't think that it's fair to put like one musical of all time because Broadway has changed so much over the years. So in terms of like classical Broadway, like talking pre-1960s, my favorite show is probably Oklahoma. And I didn't get to see the most recent revival live. I only saw a YouTube version of it. But what they can do with that show is just it changed Broadway. Rodgers and Hammerstein are just insane. As for favorite shows, again, I don't like picking favorites, guys. You do this to me all the time. And some of my favorite shows have never made it to Broadway. That's why it's hard. For this age, yeah. Yeah. This is a clover hook, but it's made by Hooks and Glitter. They just dip it in resin and glitter. But it is a clover hook. I don't know if she dips it or how she does it, honestly. They're really cool. It's wicked, it's fantastic, I do love musicals. I'm just, like, really nervous about what they're gonna do with it. I'm afraid they're gonna ruin it. I don't know how they're making part 1 2.5 hours. Um, I have not seen any Spanish Broadway shows, I don't speak Spanish. Um, I loved Waitress. I loved Next to Normal. Um, a shark Broadway show? I don't know what you mean by that. I'm pretty partial to that musical too. Um, yeah. It's so hard to pick one. Have I seen shows more than once? Yes, I did. Shrek the Musical. I did not see Shrek when it was on Broadway, but I saw the recording on Netflix when it was on Netflix. It was a good it's a good show. I did. I've seen Wicked twice. I saw American Idiot twice. It's a good show. I saw Phantom of the Opera twice. But you gotta remember, guys, like, I grew up in New York. We'd go see Broadway shows on field trips at school. And when I was in college, I could go do Student Rush when Student Rush was still a thing where you could and the lottery, where you could drop your name in a bucket and they would pull it right outside of the show before the show and see a show for 30 bucks. I did that all the time. There's a play, Vanya, Sonia, Masha, and Spike. I saw that twice. I have stories. Never seen anything. So Broadway's in this really weird spot right now where they're in like this jukebox musical 16-week run of crap. Because producing anything on Broadway right now is so crazy expensive. And it's like it, it's I don't know what's happening with Broadway right now. It's just like garbage. So until Broadway goes back to its peak of, like, 2012 to 2018 Broadway, I wouldn't. I haven't seen a show in years because I don't know what's they've been putting on, but it's like post-COVID Broadway, the shows just aren't there. And everything that's supposed to transfer and be like such a huge hit has been nonsense. Like the Great Gatsby musical right now, the Florence Gatsby version should have transferred from off Broadway to Broadway. Instead, they put like this Great Gatsby whatever with Jeremy Jordan, and I've heard that that one's trash. And the Florence Gatsby version was apparently incredible. The Water for Elephants, the the puppet is terrifying. When we had Warhorse in 2012, and the puppet from that was incredible. Like, sorry, Broadway rant. This is why I don't talk about Broadway. It makes me so upset from what it used to be to what it is now. Like, we had the Elton John show's already closing because it was stupid. I don't know how MJ is still on. It's been on for a while. King Kong but the King Kong show, I didn't go see it, but the ending picturesque of it was cool. That one just was never gonna succeed. Like, that concept was just bad. I won the lottery, sat front row, and the lead singer of Green Day subbed in for the last night. Yeah, that's how I saw American Idiot. And that was the thing with lotteries that you'd get to sit front row or in the orchestra. It was so great. And the tickets were like 30 bucks. It was incredible. It's not what it was. Now all the lotteries are on your phone from Today Tix, and it's like everybody and their sister can enter. You have no shot in hell at winning. Like, the lotteries used to do it where the lottery people wouldn't care. They'd set them off at different times so you could run from one theater to the next and put your names in different lotteries so that way you actually had a shot at winning something. I saw so many shows that way. Bye. Like, I don't have a problem with jukebox musicals. Okay, jukebox musicals meaning taking the music from an artist, a celebrity, right? Michael Jackson, Dolly Parton, whatever, and turning their music into a show. If you're gonna do it right, okay? American Idiot was incredible. That was the music of Green Day. 9 to 5 should have gotten it was so good. It should have been gotten more critically acclaimed than what it was. It was fantastic. And that cast was incredible. And it closed real fast, but it shouldn't have. The show was so good. Um, Frankie Jersey Boys, 9 to 5. Um, what's the other one that I saw that did a really good job? Baby It's You was the music of the Shirelles, I think. That one closed pretty quickly too, but it was a good jukebox musical. There's another one that I saw that I'm thinking of. That's a popular jukebox musical. Jersey Boys, 9 to 5. Newsies is not a jukebox musical, no. Beautiful from Carole King was really well done. That's not the one I'm thinking of, though. I'm thinking of my wall. Anyway, if you're gonna do a jukebox musical, there has to be a story behind it. And people are just like throwing these pop songs into shows. Like, Mamma Mia's done well. It's just like I just don't I don't get it. I don't understand what Broadway is right now. Like, everyone was so excited for Back to the Future, and I don't know what the heck that was. That was something that happened. It happened. I don't know. Anyway, Child's trying to make fetch happen, exactly. Like, again, I'm not against a jukebox musical, but I just like, the what happened to a good Broadway show? Like, I don't know what's on Broadway right now. The only thing I'm even remotely interested in is And Juliet for the comedy aspect of it, not even for the show. And everything that I thought I wanted to go see, it's like, "Oh, it's closing. Oh, it's closing. Oh, it's closing. Oh, it's closed." Oh, like every 3 seconds. And I'm just like, ugh. I wanted to go see Merrily, the last revival of Merrily We Roll Along. And again, it was a limited engagement. Everything's a limited engagement for 16 weeks. Like, what are we even doing? What why? That one I understand was like big names, and it's just like a revolving door. What happened to a good long-running Broadway show with good actors doing their job? I don't know what happened. Yes, Sound of Music is Broadway. It's Rodgers and Hammerstein. It was written in the 40s, 50s, 50s. But that's the thing. You had no idea had it tried to come to Broadway. It shouldn't have. It shouldn't have. There's no original idea. Like, Once Upon a Mattress, did it even open? I thought it wasn't even opening until March. And also, I hate to say this, what in the world of all of the people that get to play that role, Sutton Foster? There are so many other people to play that part. Sutton Foster? Sue Foss? Really? I'm all for a revival, and I was really excited about Once Upon a Mattress, and then they said Sutton Foster. Sutton Foster? What? That made no sense to me. Like, okay, she's the quirky one, but for Winifred? What? Like, I just, like, I saw that, and I immediately was like, "I don't wanna go see it." That was the worst casting choice. I was like, no, just no. I'm like, that was your perfect opportunity to cast a plus size actor or a POC. Like, perfect opportunity. What are we doing, Broadway? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? I was so mad with that casting. And also, she's too old for it. And the whole joke of the show is that you're going to sit on 20 mattresses and you're going to feel that pee. I will never believe that Sutton Foster, that little teeny tiny Sutton Foster, is going to hop on top of 20 mattresses and feel that pee. No. Nah, no. Never. No. I was so mad. I was so mad at that casting choice. 7 Brides for 7 Brothers, yeah. I was so mad at that casting choice. So mad. Didn't have Amazon. I saw that casting choice and I was like, what? And she was just in Music Man. You are telling me that the lead in Music Man is now going to go be in Once Upon a Mattress? No! Carol Lindsay was the lead that night in place of Sylvester. Oh, God. I was so mad when I saw her face plastered on the Once Upon a Mattress billboard. I was like, nope. And don't get me wrong, I love Sutton Foster. I love Sutton Foster. Not in that show. Not in that show. I love Sutton Foster. Not in that show. That would be a perfect opportunity to let somebody else shine. Not in that show. I was so mad. There's Princess and the Pea. Yeah. Yep. Sutton Foster can crochet. She crochets in the wings. I love her. Not in that show. That was a perfect show for a revival. A great show for a revival. You know what else I'd love to see a revival of right now? It's a show that nobody's going to know. Urinetown. Urinetown would be a great revival right now. For my musical theater snobs. Since we have a live full of musical theater snobs. Great, perfect timing for a Urinetown revival right now. Marilyn! Thank you, Marilyn! Flying past my head in this conversation. You're good. Corn was candy. What? Great show. Saw the tour. Great show. It's a great show. What a political statement that would make. Oh, corn? I don't know that show, but your rant is amusing. Urinetown is a show. It's a political show where the people have to pay to pee. And it's about high society where the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. And if you don't pay to pee, they take you to Urinetown. And everybody wants to know where Urinetown is. And Urinetown is when they throw you off a building. Are you guys talking with the corn? Are you talking about Shucked? Is that the show? I didn't know anything about that. It looked weird to me, so I was like, not about it. See, now I'm on board. Urinetown came out in the 90s, and it was like way beyond its time. Way before its time. And the music's actually really good. There's a whole song called The Privilege to Pee. It's hysterical. And the whole thing is a satire, and like they bring in like 12 other shows. Like it's fantastic. That's why I said it would be a perfect time to revive it. And the bar song. Okay, so is this a show that I actually have to look up? Because quite frankly, it looked stupid, so I didn't look into it. And I saw the cast, and the guy from Mean Girls was in it, and I was kind of like, meh. So I was like, it's fine. It was chorus. I was like, meh. And the girl, what's that girl's name? She'd make a great Winifred. I'm so mad. I didn't join the company. Marilyn, you're so sweet. Thank you. We're talking about Broadway shows. They got me back on a Broadway rant. Apparently, we liked my Broadway rant the other night, so now we're back on it. Yes, but I don't know her name. She'd make a fantastic Winifred, though. What's her name? What is her name? Yes, Alex. Yes, yes. Great Winifred. Fantastic. I'd go watch that. I'd go watch that. I'd watch. That show is so oppressive. We have an opening for a princess, for a genuine certified princess. I'd watch a drag Winifred. I'd watch, like, I'd watch anything other than that. Like, she made the musical the comedic timing. I bet she did, which is what would make her a great Winifred. About Eurovision? What's that? Drag one if it would be great. I'm thinking about the lyrics of that show now. Oh my lord. Their Eurovision Song Contest? What? I've opened a can of worms. Oh no. What did I do? A different one for every month. Yeah. Started in the 50s as a way for Western Europe to try and feel from what to promote peace. Oh, through music. Okay. Hi, Samantha. You mean 2 nights ago? Sends a singer to the host country and they have to perform a song in 3 minutes or less. Oh boy. I did open a can of worms, didn't I? Guys, my hair looks really long in the back. Doesn't my hair look really long in the back? The Knitting Machine Live was 2 nights ago. No, we stopped that at, like, 2 AM. Oh, the cover of Beggin' was performed by Eurovision? Ah. What would we have ever done if we didn't have that cover? I don't know. What time did I go to bed? I don't know when I went to bed. I don't keep track. I went to bed when I got off the live. I don't know. That was 2 nights ago. It could be any time. Am I tired tonight? No. Actually, I am tired. I'm exhausted. But that's because we're home and all of the nonsense of the life is hitting me. Not from that. We're over that now. What time did I get up today? This is all getting very personal about the times I wake up and go to sleep. We don't need to know. 2007, spending an insane drag queen dressed like a disco ball, singing a mismatch of it. Ah. I was up early today to get Ben from the boat. It feels like, at what particular hour of the day did you awake? Did you open your eyes? I don't know. What time did you go to sleep? When I closed my eyes and my head hit the pillow, I have no clue. Zero recollection. When I went to sleep. That's when. Not a clue. Yeah. Velka, so oh lord. Could you send that to me? Because I will never remember that name. What time you used the toilet or what time you 8:35 PM last night? I don't even know what time Ruthie and I got back here yesterday. I have 0 recollection of the day. On it, we'll DM you a link. That sounds wonderful. That's a great idea. Please do that. Please send me a link. I would love to watch that, actually. Hi, Lexi. I actually do want to see this performance. I actually do. I am intrigued. My eyeball. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Hope you're well. Thank you. Over the years, Eurovision has become a glitter fest with indoor fire. Whoa. Fun. Bogey Creek Squares. Yes, Boggy. Bogey, Boggy, Bogey, Boggy, Boggy Creek, Boggy Creek. I don't know. Finland was robbed in 2023 with their entry this year as a guy wearing no pants, descending from the ceiling. Okay. It's gonna be this egging gown. He shot fireworks out of his butt. I don't know if I'd call that robbed, but okay. Another infinity scarf ever again. Oh. That's how I feel about frogs and seahorses. Then I make more frogs and seahorses. I would have never guessed it. Interesting. What if I asked you for an infinity scarf? I'm kidding. I kid, I kid. Guys, I'm so happy that I'm home. Can I tell you, I'm so happy to be home. Just add it to my list. No, I was just kidding. I was just kidding. You don't have to make me one. You DM me the link? Amazing. Thank you. I'm excited to see it. Whoa! All right, guys. I've made all the parts for that turtle now. And I think that means it's time to get off. I had enough fun. I'm tired, guys. I don't know what our next plan is. I need to have some sort of plan of attack here. And I don't have one. I think the first get a wheel in the Tuesday. Well, I have a wheel. We have the wheel already. I think you need to go through these first. I think the first thing is the knitting machine stuff. I think Black Friday is going to help. I think doing the Black Friday sale is going to be a good thing. I hope. I hope. I hope. I might go to bed. The sea flip-flops come out small in these colors. I do them mainly in like the bigger stuff, which is what I wrote it for. And I have a lot of this stuff, which would be good. I don't know. Problem is when I work with this stuff a lot, like I have been today, my shoulder ends up hurting. But I was using the Volari today, so that should help. So hopefully my shoulder won't hurt tomorrow and I have to keep crocheting. Yeah, I ended up just turning on my computer. The chat wasn't working on my phone. I don't know what happened. But unfortunately, we are about to hop off. Oh my God, guys. Do you know what these are? These are pieces for an octopus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's that color. Why are they in the bottom of this bag? And a turtle flipper. Okay. That doesn't belong there. What else is in this bag that doesn't belong in here? Hold. No, the rest was just turtle shells. Okay. Well, I have to say that that is wonderful news. It's at the bottom because they're bottom feeders. Those are all the random parts and the pieces that you've made while you would run out of color. No. That's my car bag because it's things I don't need stuffing for. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because this means I think I can make an anchor in yellow. Do we like that? Would that sell? Would the yellow and orange sell? The orange definitely brightens it up. It brightens it up a lot. Anger takes a freaking long ass time. Guys, I have so much of this yarn though. Kim says no. Kim hates this yarn. Kim is a hater. Oh no, I wouldn't put it with bubblegum. I'd put it with this. Because there's orange in this. And it ends up really looking good. Did I drop another skein? No. Oh no, I'd put it with this one. The more red one, not the brown one. Actually, I could go with this one too. Then what do I make with the yellow? I need to get rid of this yellow. Ugh. Cats? Really don't want to make cats. I have so many browns and people are like, cats. And I'm like, please no. My extra large yarn, I use a 6mm. Cookie pillow, I'm not going to sell. A lion, I made a lion. I made a giraffe. I still have 6 skeins of this yellow. Your hook size that you use is going to be based on your tension. My hook size doesn't help you. It looks like corn. Okay. The lighting is not helping this color right now. What if we did an anchor with like... I know some people with the XL yarns who use an 8mm. I know some people who use a 10. So it really could be all over the place. What if I did green with this for an anchor? Or blue? I kind of like the orange with it. I kind of like the orange with it. Green doesn't look good. That green looks like corn. Blue doesn't look good. I think I like the orange. At the very least, I don't hate it. Which is the problem. Brighter orange? No. That makes it look dull. Pink or orange doesn't look right either. Light yellow doesn't work. Pink doesn't work. Purple doesn't work. I don't mind the orange. Maroon, I think is gonna be too dark. Maroon could work. Maroon could work. The yellow next to the green, there's too much yellow. Maroon could work, or like the army green, but I have other plans for that yarn. Maroon could work. Send me the bill with my tax assessment. Do the yellow and orange. Right? I think so. I think I like it. The dark color is maroon. It could either go maroon or orange, but I think I like the orange. I'm making it orange. I don't care. It's growing on me, right? Because you got to remember, guys, it's going to be mainly this color. You're just going to see it in the sneak peek underneath, and some boy is going to love that, right? Some little boy's going to love the sneak peek orange. I think I like it. And a yellow octopus, I think that's going to be fun. I think we're going to do it. And to show you all you're wrong, we're going to do it right now. I'm going to show you all you're wrong. Now, this is one thing I miss more than life. Are you ready for this? This is the best thing ever. Bernat, you should still do this, even though you don't do Stitch to Win anymore. I think it's going to be cute. I think we're going to like it. Oh, shoot. How many do I chain? I don't remember. Let's take a guess. We are going to make one tentacle before I go downstairs. So I think I'm out of anchors anyway. Hi, Sindra. Do easier, better center pulls. I don't know either. If this sells right away, I will remake this over and over and over again until I am done with it all. Because that nothing would make me happier than to be done with that yellow yarn. I cannot tell you how ecstatic I would be to be done with this yellow yarn. Taste and see the cubes, yeah. Is that the confetti? Yup. I have a lot of the gray confetti still. I have a lot of the beige confetti still. I have some red, but we've been getting through that slowly. And I have some black. I wish I had more of the black. I like the black one. And I have 1 or 2 more skeins of the blue. I'm working on the earwarmer tutorial. I wanted it out this week. I think it's not going to come out until Tuesday. That is my current plan of attack. I was just so exhausted this week. And Ben came home, and that kind of threw a wrench in my plans more than I thought it was going to. No, the Anchor the Octopus pattern, it's by Humble Child Co. And this one's the mini Anchor the Octopus, not the big one. No, you're not missing it. I'm working on it. I'm just having a rough week. I was supposed to have a video out yesterday, and then I didn't. But I didn't. Just a sign that I'm hungry. So the outside will look like this, and you'll get an inside of a glimpse of that. I like it. I like it. I like it. The color isn't doing it, like, justice with the lighting. Flower example work. Yes. We had horrible training for it, I got you. I mean, it's really kinda hard to tell with the colors and the lighting, but it actually looks way brighter. I wonder if I shine a light on it, if that would help. Nope, that's not helping anything. It looks good. The further back I hold, nope, it looks good. I am excited about this. Okay. All right, guys, on that note, I think I'm gonna hop off. And we will do this another day. But I think I'm gonna go lay down. I'm getting horribly tired and I need to sleep. So right, can we go pattern and so far with 5 skins in? Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm gonna go, guys. I hope you guys have a good night, and I will see you next time. Bye, everybody.